Alright guys, welcome back to The Outer Worlds. We are doing a dumb and now charm dialogue playthrough, which requires basically the tanking of the intelligence stat, which I did once already, and then I got a flaw that lowered it by another one, and apparently with my charm also. Well. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. I've been getting charm options, and I guess if you tank your charm, you can do that. I wonder if they have that for, like, if you have no perception or negative strength and stuff. Yeah, I've been wondering. I thought maybe that was because I took a second debuff, because you can only get one arrow down when you start, but then you can take flaws, such as permanent concussion, nearsighted, paranoid, etc. Extra paranoid. Dodge force. Okay, so yeah, so on that note, so I actually, a couple episodes ago, we did the dumb dialogue playthrough ending where he basically shoots it into the sun. We're coming back because I think there's going to be DLC, and that's basically the end of the game if you do that. And I'm loving this game so much, I want to keep playing, so I wanted to see what the actual technical ending of the game was, and also frankly, I just kind of want to see how much I was missing by using that early out. And if there is going to be DLC, and there's like 4 planets we haven't even explored yet, I'm curious to see what is going to be on those. So, on that note, let's do this. Okay.
Fori, take me. I thought the chasm outside Stellar Bay was deep. This just makes me nauseous.
Huh. Sounds a very Star Wars feel to it, I gotta admit. There's no way I'm getting through this whole place without just everyone jumping me. Let's see how well we can do, how far we can go. Here we go.
Lawbreaker,
I'm making it run for it.
I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Yeah, what's it to you?
Whoa, nothing. I was just asking. I was going to welcome you aboard.
That's right, you were. Bitch.
Okay, all right.
So there's one.
Authorized personnel.
Whoa. I think they're all aggroed onto me. No? Oh no, it's just the... Okay. Bye. Don't even think there's much point in looting everything. I mean, we've got 57k we haven't used, and I mean, I guess I could have spent an hour or 3 going through and getting all the best mods from across the system, but honestly, at this point, I'm just more interested in seeing this end to the game. So, before I move... Okay, so I should be able to go down the center part. No. Wait, what?
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So, get in there and fight!
Uh-oh. Yeah, more friendlies. Awesome. Alright, well, I'm gonna let them do their thing. I'm gonna just keep going to where I'm supposed to be going. Nothing to see. I'm just gonna run for it. Oh, man, I almost made it. Almost made it.
Something about you doesn't look right.
You got a problem with the way I look?
That's not what I'm saying.
Damn right it isn't.
Wow. Forget I asked.
Already forgotten. Oh, yeah, I can't go this way. Can we make it to this thing before my 3rd and final disguise is up? Shitty conversation anyway. Boring conversation anyway. Look, we're getting... Oh. Company.
Well, look who it is.
Quite.
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
Ooh.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron.
Right?
Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in him.
Preach.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
What's this announcement?
Haven't you heard? Phineas is working for us now. It took some doing, but employing an efficient management strategy of putting our guns to his head seems to have done the trick.
Putting our guns to his head. That rotten bastard.
Oh, the look on your face, fantastic. No, he isn't quite there yet. A bit more torture will help, I think. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
That crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through.
Always bake
but it's
things
done.
all the way through.
It's over.
I don't want
Let me ask you something,
salmonella.
Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
No.
At least that means someone's recognizing our work.
Yeah.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
And? You know, the thought honestly hadn't crossed my mind, like most. I'm just trying to help.
That's because you don't think ahead. Phineas's counterproductive plan doesn't make a lick of sense. We don't need your help.
I'm gonna get your administration's cooperation one way or the other.
You are a captain of action. I'll give you that.
Damn Skippy.
Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
You're damn right you will, otherwise I'm coming for you next. Bitch. Where am I supposed to be going? Yeah, power down there, Sparky. More hidden areas. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm coming over here. Going up. Ooh. Okay, I think we're up on the top floor-ish. Huh. Actually a lot quicker than I had anticipated, to be frank. Of course. So... I guess just one way is as good as the other.
Waste of company ammo.
I don't see what the fuss is about a blasted lab coat.
Fugitive's a fugitive. Let it go.
Looking good, so
Oh yeah, what's up? I made it.
This is it. Huh?
I guess I know sneaking well, huh? I know it good.
Expect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting.
Yeah, about that. let's see. So we're gonna. Okay. I'm sure this is gonna go smoothly.
Captain.
Or not.
You have an uncanny talent for complicating my life.
I do what I can.
You've disrupted the balance of power.
Oh no.
You've upset the natural order of things.
Oh, heavens.
You've introduced
forbid.
Uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Oh man, if only Vic was here to comment on that. Wow, when you put it that way, I sound pretty awesome.
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis.
I'm glad they still have dumb
It's almost
options.
as if you delight in chaos.
I just like
My
to be
report
light.
said you were simple-minded. I simply never imagined you'd be stupid enough to throw the entire system into chaos.
Well, you overestimated me.
I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
Can we hurry it along? I've got a colony to save.
Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct.
You will
I have
try.
Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
Don't test me, Sophia. It's bad for your health.
I'm aware of your propensity for violence.
Good.
Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you.
You're welcome.
You're a talented fighter.
Thank you.
I'm going to regret destroying such remarkable skill.
Again, you will try. Do your worst, you psychopath.
If you insist.
I kinda do.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain.
Oh, if only Sam was here.
And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically.
No, you don't need to do that. I'll be right there. Wait, where am I? Where is right there? Oh, okay. So... maybe this way? Nope. Oh! Totally playing my character. Maybe if I run faster. No. Okie dokie, you asked for it. Oh. Is that, oh dear Jesus in heaven above, look at that. Alright, well, next playthrough, if I ever do another one. Okay.
Incoming, Captain!
Oh, I should have totally... You know what, let's just do it real quick. I was meaning to do this. I was actually going to do this through the whole way, but... F... What the F? What the F? No, let's do this. Whoa! RAM. Ow! Not cool, dick. Ooh, what's that? Where's that? What did I just do? Again. Come around here for just a second. Oh shoot, that isn't better. Where'd he go? Come on. There we go. That should be doing some damage. That looks like it hurt. Let's keep doing that. Yikes! Good God, man. Good God, man. Well, like, all of a sudden combat took a very sudden spike upwards. I know. Oh my god. Okay. Well, not a whole lot of deaths in this game. Yeah. So let's try that again, minus the sucking part. Minus the part where I died and sucked and all that kind of nonsense. I wonder if I should... Probably shouldn't get in a corner. Should probably make more of a use of my environment. And let's make sure we don't... Oh, is this thing dead? This thing might be useless. How are we doing? Condition... Oh. Yeah. Okay, so we're good. What was it? What was it? Oh, that's just on the red on the side. Okay. I was like, what? Alright. Oh, nope. Again, not doing that one. Getting ready to go here. We are going to take... You know what? Let's just put those last few points into... Oh, I guess those are my defense. Is there something else I could put it in? Repair weapons and armor in the inventory. Well, let's see if we can do that. 100%. I think everything should be 100% because we haven't really fought anything yet. Okay. Here we go. Let's try this again. F. Okay, here we go. Ugh. No. You know what? Let's work on taking these guys, those little guys out. Where are they? Where the fuck did those little guys go? Shit. That's not good. Does this razor? Yes, it does. Oh, that's where they come. Oh, they're here now. Sit the fuck down, bitch. Okay, do this again. Is it just gonna be you and me, buddy? Because this is gonna be a rough combat episode. Methinks. Jerk. I raise. Nope, can't raise anybody yet. Oh man, I am so hurting for certain. Nope. Nope, nope. Nope, nope. Nope, run, 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 run. Yikes! Come on, ladies, get back up, please. Oh man. Not my proudest moment or hour. Nope. Where are they at? Oh, here they come. Okay. Like, ah! Oh no! Don't die again! Fuck off! Knock it off! Oh my god. Alright, you guys, this is a little crazy, a little intense. Yikes, I just gotta finish this motherfucker right here. How close to dead are you? Come on. Die, you son of a bitch. Jump! Jump! Why are you not jumping? Jumping and running and praising God. Oh, for God's sake, are you kidding me? More of these stupid things. Run! Run, Forrest, run! Oh shit, not through the middle! Not through the middle! Alright, come on. You thus and such. Yeah, I need to clear these fuckers out. Come on. Faster. Swing faster. Oh. Oh, nope, he's right there. Gotta get these sons of the fucking bitches out of the way. Fucking die already. Die. Oh, fuck. Go faster. Swing faster. Awesome. Okay. Well, I am glad that we did that. All equipped. Please and thank you. Yes. Just for shits and giggles. Let's see what this says. Make your way through confront the person. Okay, so I gotta make it through this bitch. Or do these guys to get to that bitch. Alright, so. Alright, here we go. Oh, go! Really should made more of an attempt to keep my two friendlies up. Come here, big fella. Dick. Oh shit, that's not good. Please run. Still can't raise them, huh? Okay, let's see where Dingleberry's gonna go. Aww. He knew where I was gonna pop out at. What a dick. Come on, just die already. I swear to God, if you call in more backups, I'm gonna be even more upset than I am right now. Fuck! Dude. Okay, everybody. Oh my God. Alright, that was a hell of a fucking combat, you guys. Jesus. Sorry for the jankiness and the running around behaviors and all of that nonsense, but oh my fucking God. Try to watch my language a little on this channel, but you know what? That fucking sucked. That was crazy. It went from like, I mean, that was a hell of a cliff, man. I've heard of some difficulty spikes, but that was a freaking cliff. Just went from like haven't died since like episode 3 to fuck you in the face hard. Jesus. Alright. I think I got most of the cursing out of my system. That's a lie. I never get all the cursing out of my system. But where the fuck are we supposed to go now? Alright, you fucking bitch. I'm coming for you, Sally. Where you at? Oh. And... 'cause people. Alright, dumb cunts. Where you at? Oop.
Why won't you just die?
Because... Oh. That's it? Really? After, I guess the boss fight was downstairs. I mean, she was like nothing at all. And can I talk to him? Hey, Phineas, what's up, homie? Is that? Oh. I was like, wait, what? Who?
You don't know how glad I am to see you.
I can imagine.
You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue.
Quite.
And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. All in a day's work for you, huh?
Pretty much.
You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Great, and I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Tune in for Outer Worlds 2.
We haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Pretty much.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Yeah.
Yes, certainly. I'll help however I can. I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I don't know why Earth's gone silent. I don't even know if Earth exists anymore.
Why would it not exist?
We have no connection back to Earth, and return is likely impossible. We're completely alone out here. I heard it from Akande herself. She tried to pressure me into joining her side, you see. Tried to make me realize that all hope is lost, and that we are alone. She was half right. We are alone, and we're going to have to fend for ourselves, because there's no telling what's happened to Earth. You might have heard of the Earth Directorate's frigate. Half the colony's entire military was on that ship. They were returning to Earth when they vanished without a trace. That was 2 years ago. We haven't heard a word from them since. Whatever happened to Earth likely happened to them.
Maybe we just travel faster than the messages, so everything's fine, but we don't know yet until after they already come back. Deep thoughts.
Akande mentioned as much. Earth hasn't sent us a single message in 3 years. No one knows why. Akande had kept the truth to herself, perhaps with good reason. Can you imagine what would have happened if word got out? We'd have utter pandemonium.
Ooh, I like pandas. Pandas are fun. Where are the pandas?
I wasn't trying to hide the truth from you, but after all you've done, I owe you an explanation. Yes, I experimented on the Hope's colonists. Each of my experiments ended in catastrophic failure. Each of my subjects died in agony. You are my first and only success. I didn't tell you about the others because I didn't want to burden you. My failures are my own to bear, not yours.
Well, better late than never, I guess.
I'm not asking you to forgive me.
I probably should have picked the more asshole-ish one.
Forgive myself, but I'm going to try to set things right. My apologies. I need to get a hold of myself. We've far more pressing issues to worry about right now. If you have any more questions, ask me. I'll answer as best I can.
I think I have asked all of the questions.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed. including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. I was thinking about getting some ice cream.
I see. Well, you've certainly earned a treat for yourself.
Yes, I have.
I'll just get on with reviving the other colonists and saving Halcyon, then. Enjoy your creamed ice, or whatever you call it.
Okay, I will.
The OSI teaches
Here we
that
go.
everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come.
This was the ending I was
Some towns dissolved by attrition and
going
starvation,
for, and why did one end with the
but
sun
most of
thing?
them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Sanjar's civil liberties and worker-centric policies were slow to catch on with the other corporations. But as Halcyon began its long, arduous journey toward recovery, many of Terra 2's smaller townships started adopting MSI's alternative corporate structure, and eventually became entirely self-sufficient. In the coming years, many of these townships managed to eke by, where otherwise they might have starved. Bolstered by her status as savior of humanity, Lilia Hagen ushered sublight salvage to a new golden age. Her company grew bolder and more transparent over time, muddying the line between lawful and criminal for the entire colony. The sublight family would thrive for years to come. After returning to Edgewater, the deserters negotiated workplace reforms with Reed Thompson, including a single day of rest, which came to be known as a weekend. As the world around him changed, Thompson found himself pining for the old days. He was known to spend his weekends in the cantina, nursing one of the few remaining bottles of Zero G, and repeating to himself, "It's not the best choice.
It's Spacer's choice."
As for Adelaide McDevitt, she tended to her garden in solitude for another year before passing away. Her body was discovered some months later, when Reed Thompson paid her a visit in an effort to make amends. Her remains were buried in a place of honor, underneath the floor of the Edgewater Cannery. Reed believed this was what she always wanted. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
a dark time indeed.
I can tell.
Your influence further cemented Ellie's perspective. She understood she could never truly rely on others, so she set about making sure she wouldn't have to. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She enjoyed a long and infamous career running missions across the system. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. After all he'd seen and heard adventuring with you, the vicar Maximilian de Soto renounced his faith and joined the effort to rebuild the colony. Ironically, he finally found the joy that had eluded him over the course of his life, and realized that perhaps he was always meant to be just a simple laborer after all. He quickly dismissed the idea. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, an MSI subsidiary of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail, or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope.
Nice.
Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus, and left Dr. Wells to save Halcyon on his own. You had more pressing matters to attend to. As you tasted your first scoop of Rizzo's partially emulsified, semi-frozen milk-like dessert, you realized something. All your troubles, all your adventures, all your struggles and choices, they had all led to this single moment. And it was all worth it. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Well, that is officially the end of the game, so I guess doing the Hope into the Sun only eliminates maybe a couple hours of play, which I didn't know. Frankly, I thought it was going to be near the end, then Phineas started talking about, oh, we got a lot of rebuild, and I thought, oh, maybe we're only halfway done, I don't know. But, yeah, so I guess that's the game. Really appreciate you guys coming along. Hope you enjoyed the game and the playthrough. If so, it means a lot to me if you can hit that sub button, that like button, maybe the bell icon so you get my latest videos. I do post something every single day, 7 days a week. I shoot for 1 p.m. Pacific. There are exceptions, you know, things come up. But I think for the most part, I've only missed a couple, 2-3 days since I started mid-October. So on that note, we are done with the Outer Worlds for now. I'm hoping that if there's DLC in the future, like for those 4 planets that we never even touched, that we can go back and do that. Leave me a comment below if you think you'd like to be a part of that. Not sure if I'll do it. I probably will. I really like this game, and I'd say this is probably one of my favorite, easily one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game of the year. I think, yeah. The writing alone, I think, pushes it over the edge. I am enjoying my Star Wars game, and I did enjoy Sekiro earlier this year. I can see why it won a lot of awards. But yeah, so we're done with Outer Worlds, first completed series on my brand new YouTube channel. Just started October 2019. And on that note, I think the next game I've got up is Control, which is actually won a lot of awards for writing and narrative design and such. It's supposed to be a really good story. And it has to do with like telekinesis and or psychokinesis, these types of kind of psionic or psychic powers, which I'm always a huge fan of. I've been actually wanting to play it anyway, and I watched the Game Awards a few weeks ago, and they won a ton of awards. And I thought, you know what? I still don't have a game for after Outer Worlds finishes up, so I think I'm going to do Control, which I think was kind of overlooked in the holiday season of all the games releasing. It did come out in September, October, so not too long ago. So on that note, I'm going to let the whatever these are, the credits finish rolling, even though I think I let them roll after the couple episodes ago. I'll let this run through, and when it gets back to the title screen, I'll escape on out. Hope you guys are having a safe and happy holiday season if you're watching this while it's still relatively new. And on that note, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, week, year. And on that note, I'll see you over in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order playthrough and or the Control playthrough that I will start here. I will probably start Control by the 1st. So I think it's actually Christmas Day today that I'm recording it, or the 26th. Man, a lot of voices. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and let this finish on out. And until then, thank you again for coming by. I hope you guys are enjoying the game, the playthroughs, and the channel. And like I said, until next time, take care and have a beautiful day. Peace.